Our God is so good and is generous in answering our prayers.
Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
Welcome to today's DDRx. The prescription is live in God's goodness. Psalm 23 verse 6. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I want you to know God is generous with answering our prayers. When we come to God in prayer, He answers us in such a way that beats our imagination. He surprises us. Truly, His hands are not too short to deliver, and His ears are not too heavy to hear us. In Jeremiah 33 verse 3, call to me, and I will answer you, and show you great and mighty things which you do not know. In Isaiah 65 verse 24, it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are still speaking, I will hear. There's a narrative in Acts 12 to really show you the goodness of God, how generous God is in answering our prayers. In Acts 12, James was beheaded by King Herod, and he now imprisoned Peter, one of the leaders of the church also, and he planned to execute him with the same sword he used to cut off the head of James. The church gathered together and prayed. Their prayers changed the event. God sent an angel to rescue Peter in night season and led him through closed doors, through shut gates, street by street, to the house where believers were praying. So Peter now knocked on the door, and a young girl, Rhoda, came to answer. And out of excitement, the girl did not open the door and went upstairs to tell the believers that were praying. Do you know what? When the answer arrived at the door, they didn't believe it. It's like too good to be true. You are out of your mind. We've never seen anything like this before. Or the way the new generation will say it, this is crazy. You know, that talks about the generosity of God in answering our prayers. Let me close with Psalm 107. I love this psalm. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for He is good and His mercy endures forever. Verse 1. In verse 6, then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and He delivered them out of their distresses. Verse 13, then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and He saved them out of their distresses. Verse 19, then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and He saved them out of their distresses. And verse 28, then they cry out to the Lord in their trouble, and He brings them out of their distresses. You see, our God is so good and is generous in answering our prayers. Live in His goodness.